I'm a third generation chiropractor, and I wanted to share a testimonial, yet more importantly, share thoughts and consideration to accelerate your decision making so far as a Softwave. It took me about 3 months of research and phone calls to come to a decision for myself with this technology. And hopefully, this will help you either way for your situation. Okay, so first of all, there's a lot of shiny new treatment methods out there, and there's so many things to choose from. When I was talking to Dr. Dudero, Matt Dudero, who's the mentor and representative for Softwave in the United States, I know I've told him this, other people's told him this. It's like, Matt, this like sounds too good to be true. And usually when it sounds like it's too good to be true, it usually is. Well, in this case, it really does what they say it does. And I researched it 3 months. I had to come to a decision somehow, some way. So I decided, well, I'm going to call 10 chiropractors across the country that have one of these and ask them questions. I ask them the same 3 questions. How long have you had it? Does it do what they say it does? And would you buy it again? Every one of them. Yes, 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 and it's amazing. So, it better do what they say it's going to do, because this thing's expensive, but it does. It does. And I'm so happy we brought it into our community. Another unique decision-making aspect for me was one of my patients. He owns 2 Dairy Queens in our area. Very successful. And I was telling him I was thinking about, buying an expensive piece of equipment. And without hesitation, he says, oh, anytime I can buy equipment, I do. And it's like, all right. It's like, well, you know what? They show up for work. They don't take vacation. They're there, they work. And they break down sometimes, but they work. And as funny as that might sound, that actually influenced my decision a little bit. Because I'm a chiropractor. I use my hands. I'm trained for that. Why do I want to spend all this money on a machine? But I tell you what, it was one of the best decisions I made. The other thing, they have financing available, which, like for me, it made it a no-brainer. So anyhow, I got my machine. And because of how expensive it is, I didn't feel comfortable just going ahead and testing it out. I probably could have. It's not that hard to run, but I didn't want to mess anything up. So I waited till my training day. Dr. Marco came down from New Jersey. I'm in Pennsylvania. And I just talked to my patients for the 2 months before I got it. And, I had 18 patients that wanted to try it. And we had all kinds of problems in my patient base that I had not been able to help. And some of that was knee pains, shoulder pains, wrist pains, foot pain, some neck and shoulder problems, low back problems that were still a problem. And so we had 18 patients sign up. Dr. Marco started treating, and then I would treat, and by the end of the day I felt very comfortable. It's not difficult. But we generated about $9,000 in cash the first day. And, the first year I had this, I've had it a year and a half now, half of my income was from Chiropractic. The other half was from Softwave. And we got busy enough, I bought a second machine. There's only 15 machines in the state of Pennsylvania right now, and I have 2 of them. They're expensive, but they definitely pay for themselves. And it fits perfectly into my schedule. I mean, half of these machines are in chiropractic offices. My first visit for a Softwave patient, it's a half an hour. After that, if it's 1 or 2 areas I'm treating, it's 15 minutes. If I'm treating 3 or 4 areas, I leave a half an hour. But that's okay, because a 15-minute time slot using Softwave generates 2 to 3 times more income, which is cash, than what I would generate adjusting people in that same time frame. 2 to 3 times. And a lot of times the adjustments, I get cut by insurance companies. I have to fight to get it paid. They exhaust, and I have to pay, bill the patient. This is cash up front. And so it's been a real boom for our cash practice. And it's helping my patients in my practice beyond what chiropractic can provide. And I still do chiropractic. I love chiropractic, but this provides an added level of service that I just can't do with chiropractic. And so, like, I have high volt stimulation, I have ultrasound, I do taping, I do myofascial release with my chiropractic, flexion distraction, and all that's great. But like the high volt, the ultrasound, that is like 50, 60-year-old technology. This is some of the most advanced technology available in the market today, the Softwave. So it's like my high volt and ultrasound, that's like using a flip phone. The Softwave, it's like the most advanced smartphone on the market today. And so, like Dr. Matt Doduro said, he goes, the first 50 years in chiropractic, chiropractors needed an x-ray machine. The next 50 years, they're going to need a Softwave. And if you don't have one, the guy down the street's going to have one. And there's other products out there that are kind of like it, but there's nothing like this. This is like the cream of the crop when it comes to shockwave therapy. And so, needless to say, I'm very happy I have the machine. Hopefully this can help you along your journey to see if it's something that can work for you. And I'm 67 years old. The way I'm looking at this too is this is a lot easier on my body. I'm going to be able to practice longer. It's not as stressful. It's cash. I can make more money in 15 minutes with this and I can adjustments. And I attract people I would never, ever attract with just chiropractic. So I have a lot of patient testimonials on video, but I want to share one because I had the privilege of treating a world-class athlete who never would have came to me as a chiropractor because I couldn't help him. But he did come to me for Softwave. He basically tracked me down because there's only 15 of these machines in the whole state of Pennsylvania. He lives an hour away, and I attract people 2-3 hours away because there's not that many machines. There will be more, but for now, people are willing to drive if they know the value of this thing. So anyhow, I'm going to just play Jesse's testimonial here, and I hope you can come to a decision. I hope you come into the Softwave family. It's amazing for chiropractors. This is used in cardiology, urology, veterinary medicine, wound healing, chiropractics. There's so many applications for this thing. Our wheelhouse is the joints, any joint in the body, and it's amazing. So here's Jesse's testimonial. If I can be of any help, please feel free to call me. I have my number on the video here. And he not only did our Softwave, he also did our weight loss program. So if you have any questions about that as well, feel free to call me. All right, here's Jesse's testimonial. I'm so proud to be a little part of his journey, and have a good day.
My name is Jesse J. Langley. I'm a retired policeman, and I participate in track and field events, specifically the World Police and Fire Games, every 2 years, 4 years, or however many of times that they have them. I had problems with my knees, and every time I'd have to run in order to get through practices and to get through runs, I had to start taking ibuprofen. The last time I went to an orthopedic surgeon and I got an injection, he explained to me that you're going to get to the point that you're going to have to get to a knee replacement. I went to Rotterdam, and that's in some of the people call it Holland, others call it the Netherlands. That's the World Police and Fire Games. It's policemen and firemen from all over the world. I competed in the 100-meter dash. I obtained a gold medal in that. I competed in the 200-meter dash. I had a silver medal in that. I ran both relays, the 4x100 and the 4x400, and had 2 golds in both of those races. Chiro then it's hand in hand with shockwave therapy. Now, I wasn't real what you call fat. My buddy calls it skinny fat. So when Dr. Gary looked at me, he said, I don't know, this may be a hard one to hear. And I said, okay. I said, well, like I said to myself, whatever it takes to get it done, I'm gonna get it done. I was weighing 200 pounds, right around 201 or 200, and I lost approximately 28 pounds in 3 weeks. Now, one of the most important things about that, people can lose weight, but the key is how long it stays off. After you go through the program, you have the template on what keeps the weight off. You're going to have extra drops and you go back. Now, I must admit, there's a couple times I ate a few hamburgers and stuff like that I shouldn't have ate. And all I did was go back to the program. Not necessarily the entire program. Sometimes I never had to use the drops. I just went back to the diet and the weight it comes right back off. So a lot of people that are overweight, they have knee problems. So the chiro then and the shockwave therapy is a program that goes hand in hand. You lose the weight, your knees stop hurting because you're going to have the shockwave therapy, and overall you're going to be in better shape. And I think that anybody that is considering knee surgery or knee replacement should consider the shockwave therapy. It was over 10,000 competitors. Well, it was over 50,000 total. 6,000 people doing track and field. I'd like to thank Dr. Gary, my ITS track team, my family, and because they helped me along this. I just didn't do it on my own. Previously, I tried to do it on my own, and the results wasn't what I expected. And I understand now that you need an entire team. And that's what I had. Dr. Harcourt, he did my knees and my nutrition. He helped me out with that. My ITS teammates, they helped me out with my running. And it was just a total commitment that I have. And I was reading a book, and the book said, if you have the preparation, all you need is an opportunity, and success is forthcoming.